Hi, everybody. I'm Terry at Holding Your Space. I'm an intuitive and I do channelings, meditations, and readings. I've been getting some hits this week, pardon me, and I thought I'd just bring them to you. I'm still traveling in England with family, and I'll be back next week to resume uh, more readings the second week of February. Anyway, contact me if you want, and I'll leave my email here in case you want a reading. All right, the dreams that I've been having are about large buildings, um, and I see these as prophetic, blah blah blah, prophetic um, um, dreams, visions, uh, and um, and I think what this is what I'm interpreting this to be, is dark money, not just dark money, but big money. So these major corporations, these major um, money hedge funds, everything, they're so big, we don't even know what's in them, right? We can't even see the top of them. But the surprise is if you punch through one of the walls, it's made of paper. So they don't have strength at the bottom. They don't have the stability. And there's going to be people that are coming out and talking. So they're going to suffer more instability, these big companies. And these are companies that are tied to dark money. These are companies that are tied to, putting money in the pockets of Republicans and Democrats alike, um, and trying to sway, lobby, which is legal. So this is going to bring about a big change in the lobbying fund, but something's going to crumble. So I don't know if this is like what happened in '08 with the mortgage crisis, but I feel like I don't think it's housing. I think it's more, um, it does have something to do with money. So it's not all of them. It's just the really big ones that have gotten too big and dark. Um, there's victims inside in cars. So I think this is a car usually represents a body, or if it's a large car or a large vehicle, it can represent a corporation, a business. But I think they're kind of holding people in and trying to keep everything together and trying not to let it go, let it out. So, but since it's made of paper, everything's kind of starting to crumble from the bottom. And they're huge buildings and they're big cities. I see them. And I'm not seeing a definite city. Like I get the feeling of Russia, I get the feeling of the US, I get the feeling of um, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, um, so Tokyo. So these big cities, but the smaller buildings around them, they do survive. So I think we're going to be coming back to a smaller way of life, perhaps. Not small, because it'll be bigger, but I think they're going to uh, put out new rules for these big companies as they start to collapse. And we've done that before again and again, haven't we? And then we've let it go. So it's going to surprise everybody by the power and the strength of this dark money and these huge buildings. These huge buildings, they're top heavy. They'll fall down from the bottom up. Instability. The walls are made of paper, but they look like solid brick. They are trying to stop the leaks, but it will close them, expose them. This is a city of skyscrapers. Only the small will survive. Large ones will collapse. New rules for the people are coming. And then I saw a vision of 2029. In 2029, things are going to look decidedly different. So there's going to be a new color in the sky. So I don't know what that means, but and also a new color in the ocean, like algae or something. I get that this algae is something that we're going to use as power. Um, Also, um, the new look in the sky is going to be also about power, and that's energy power. So somehow we're going to harness, I don't know if it's the hydrogen that they're looking at. I think there's going to be a lot of new power ways. I've said that before in my readings. There's going to be another new introduction coming soon. So the sea changes colors. There's a new algae. We can use it as fuel. New fuels are coming. Lots of fish are changing. So we're going to start adapting. We're going to start seeing a lot of hybrids because the seas are warming right now, right? So uh, there's going to be death to some of the fish, yeah, and some species will um, change into something new, something different. They're going to adapt though. And then they showed me a large flower in bloom. So this is us. This is us blossoming. So, and also it shows me that we're a beacon to others. So as our flowers blossom and we become more aware of the graft, the greed, but also more aware of the changes and how we really want to be and the changes that we want on the planet and the changes within ourselves. Like, what do we really want? Do we want that handbag? Do we want world peace? Do we want, what do we want when we wake up in the morning? What brings us joy? What brings us happiness? What makes our light shine and brings us bliss in helping others for their bliss? Um, so that's a beautiful blossoming, isn't it? Like the lotus flower. Um, and then also, others will join us. So as we blossom, so they blossom. We're like a beacon of light to others. And the children, oh man. And when I say the children, I mean 20s and 30s, because I'm old, but and younger. But I see them traveling more and more. Like this world's getting so small now, right? This planet. And so many of our kids are traveling all over the place. Yeah, so my daughter's in Australia for a year right now. Um, they don't see space as confining them, and they don't see the rules of what we set up as, get yourself a mortgage, get yourself a car loan, get yourself a job that ties you, gives you the golden handcuffs to all these things. Instead, they see the planet and what brings them joy and music. And they're, while we need the jobs, we need to be self sufficient financially. There's going to be new opportunities as they travel, and they're going to be scrambling around the planet. So there's not going to be the barriers that we had growing up. I don't know about you, but um, we were lucky if we went to Florida, which we did once when I was a kid growing up. So we didn't have that in our family to be able to travel. We went to the lake every summer. And I don't know about you, but and so when I could later in life, I went out with a bang with the travel thing. Got the travel bug big time. Anyway, so I see that with the kids now. And they're not going to take it anymore. So there's that song, right? Well, I'm not gonna take it. So, um, and another world is eclipsing our horizon. So I see like the sun and the moon and the eclipse, right? But it's the Earth and another planet. So this might be us moving to a different density of the planet. And it might also be just the change of what it's going to look like, what the planet's going to look like, what our lives are going to look like, and what the energy is going to look like. So Anyway, it was very interesting, I thought, and I wanted to share it with y'all. And also, don't be afraid of these changes because they're good and we need them to progress. And when you start seeing these things collapse, these big companies, um, know that there's something better out there that serves humanity in a much safer way, and a much more earth friendly way. All right. I thought I'd throw some cards on it. So, see what we get here. Something for the collective. Let's see what we have. We'll go ahead and use our pendulum today, too. This is beautiful. This was Reverend George Sims gave me that. He's a Comanche healer, and he's going to be on my channel next month, I hope. So we've just got to get that set up. Anyway. Okay. Ooh, baby, baby. Baby. Nice. All right. So here we are. We're kind of stuck, aren't we? The Ten of Swords. We're not going anywhere with this. We've kind of got ourselves between a rock and a hard place with the way that we've treated the environment, with the way that big money's treated us, with the way that the media and the politicians perhaps have treated us. So we're, oh, that hand goes big, doesn't it? Okay. No hand cream today yet. Anyway, so um, the yeah, we're in a hard place, aren't we? We're kind of stuck here. We're feeling like we can't move. But what we need to do is to go inside, to think about what we really want, and to look at these changes as they're happening. You know, some of the cups are full, some of them are empty. These are the cups that we've emptied. We're watching them. But let's look over here because we've got some full cups coming up. And as time goes on, as the healing passes the healing waters, we'll find dun 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 the Queen of Wands. So she brings us abundance, joy, balance, also intuitive, very intuitive, and the divine feminine. So as that comes up, being aware of things, um, getting back to nature, being balanced, and also working with her intuition. So then we get the Ten of Cups. So this is what we're working towards. This is our new beginning. This is our generational wealth, generational happiness. This is one of the best cards in the deck, right? So we are going to be experiencing a new beginning, a beautiful beginning, and all our generations are going to be a part of it. And that's the change that's coming, the transformation. As we transform, so does the planet, so do the fish, the hybrid fish, so does all these huge companies that are going to change. The laws will change. The way that we're aware of them will change with the media. So it's good, right? Anyway, I thought that was interesting to look at. And I'll pull some cards for our week to come. So this will be for the week of February the 1st. My dad's birthday was February 2nd. I'm flying back to the States February 3rd. So bittersweet. But the good news is I've got another brother from Denver that's coming to visit me. So that's exciting. I get to see my son. He's in the Midwest. Okay. So once again, we're feeling stuck, right? We're feeling kind of trapped, but we can move on. We can transform. And then the Empress. So, knowing our worth, going back inside to the planet, to Gaia, our divine feminine, rising up and seeing all her beautiful, beautiful little people in here. Well, you almost see them. I always see little angels and fairies, elementals as they come in. And she's sitting on her throne. She has everything she needs, and we have everything we need. And justice is coming. So, this is what I'm seeing in this transformation. There's going to be judgment, there's going to be justice. These big, big dark money entities are going to start falling, and it's going to be international. It'll be for the world. Oh, well, you can't make that up. The world. So, obviously, this is going to happen on an international level. So, here we go. We're moving, aren't we? I love these cards. And of course, justice. So, great time. Okay, because I'm on a roll. Okay. And here comes our new beginning, our fertile new beginning. Look at all our power. Father Sky is with us, bringing us in this wave of power and the divine feminine. So we are balanced. We are coming. We have the whole world, and it's going to be a great week, huh? Going to be changes, though. So just be aware when they come. They're for the best. All right, I kind of wandered here, and a butterfly didn't go by and surprise me, so I hope I stayed with it okay. And I hope you all have a great week. I'll be putting out a meditation shortly, and it might be the only one for this week because we're kind of busy as I get to go. All right, love you all. Mwah. Namaste.